Please do us favor by subscribing to our channel.
Well, this is Mr. Joel Ndimba, the owner of Ndimba Construction. So he is the one supervising the project. He is the one who is supervising the brick molders. So he molded about 3,000 and something bricks. So these ones you can see on a video looks a bit different from those ones. The reason he gave is that they were using different types of river sand. So if you need any construction anywhere in Zimbabwe, you are just free to call Mr. Joel Ndimba. He will be very kind to assist you. I'm going to put his numbers below. Oh, Mr. Joel, what do you have to say to the viewers? Do you have any way to which you may share to the viewers?
Okay, mlimo ligwenda oboto asigotwa ligenda kuti at least this time to wenje kuchita mlimo kuti pambane kambo lino oguno iso tuliwo kuti tuyage mlimo mane ende alino ndira pressure kuti ndiri kuibika kuti at least ndira interest yakuti nganda kuchikumana ambo tuli Binga muno okuti chunza kuti turi kubona development that is good. And nganda limvuka kandi kubona kuti at least vantu vamulindiswe vari kuchita so kuti no nkukutari at the beginning of the project, and now we wanted we wanted this project to succeed or to come at an end. I don't know, maybe if you Mr. Dube, if you become serious, I want this project to by end of this year to be completed. Yeah, that is my point of view, and I will be happy if by end of the year there's something. Maybe if you could just window level by end of this year, I will be happy. I will be happy. That is my wish, my point of view. I know. Thank you for continuing with your project.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Ndimba. Thank you so much. Twalumbaga pati embembo bandimba aba bamba mubona wakongo barawo Chiboto. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching us from. So this is our stand. Right now. Yeah. So right now we are approaching winter, so it is time to work. We have river sand which we want to use for all the construction, but of course we are still getting some more river sand. Then we have a hardcore. It is now covered in grass. Hardcore is covered in grass. Then this side is going to be a road. This is a road that will be right in front of the stand. So the gate will be somewhere here. This is where I'll put my gate. Now it looks so funny because it is still a bush. Then of course the foundation had been already started. This is the foundation. The remaining bricks from the foundation, of course I have to buy some more bricks so that I can erect a building. So this is the remaining bricks. On the other side, some more bricks. These are the rooms. These are the rooms. There will be about 9 of them. 9 of them. This is the front side. I'm going to put a very good design there. The foundation is a bit raised because of the terrain. This grass will have to be cleared. It is now the time to clear the land. The time to clear the land. Working on hardcore. We are clearing the land. The front side from the other angle. This side will have to be decorated nicely, and I'll have to put a stonework. The side which I like most is this one. The veranda will be on top. Then down here is the front side of the veranda, and the house will be stretching this side. Yeah, this is still the foundation. Then this side will be decorated nicely as well. The master bedroom. This is the master bedroom. So the work is still in progress. This is the back side where the kitchens will be put. That will be a master bedroom. This other side is not yet cleared. Then this one is done. Then the veranda and the sitting room. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching us from. Today is day 2. Day 1 we had been clearing the land. So today there is no activity, almost no activity, but the builders would like to finish putting hardcore on the foundation. So this is the land which is almost clear now. Those are bricks. They were covered in grass. Now you can clearly see them. the other bricks there, they are now not covered in grass. So this is where our foundation is. The builders had been putting hardcore so that the foundation can be firm. Then the front side, which was fully covered in grass, now it is almost clear. Then the other side, it is still a bush, and this is going to be road in future. It is going to be a road in future. Well, this is the side which I like most, the front side, because I am a man who loves art. I'll do a lot of artwork this side. I'll do a lot of artwork this side. Then that's my neighbor over there. Then my other neighbor over there with a slab being in place is almost ready for erecting his structure. On the other side, the owners of the land haven't started yet to clear the first room, then the second one. So this is the hardcore, which is going to make the foundation firm. Then of course the front side, the other side is still covered in grass. I'm taking the video from the northern part of the yard. So this is the boss for construction. This is the boss. So this is hardcore to be filled before slabbing.
Please do us a favor by subscribing to our channel.
Yeah, put it there. Go and pick another one. Another one. We are still dealing with the foundation, so we are putting the hardcore. After the hardcore, that is when we are going to do slabbing. So it is still work in progress, but everything is going on very well. So this is from the other angle. The tape is right at the corner, about 15 meters from the building. Of course, the other side has to be cleared as well. Let's take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zimbabweans at home and abroad, investors, entrepreneurs, dreamers, and visionaries. Today, we will talk about one of the most beautiful, peaceful, and fastest rising destinations in Zimbabwe, Binga Town. For many years, when people heard the name Binga, they only thought of a remote rural district on the shores of Lake Kariba. But today, that story is changing before our eyes. A new chapter has begun. Binga Centre has now transformed from a rural district council into a local board, a powerful sign of growth, urban development, and economic expansion. This is not just a change in administration. This is the birth of a modern town. This is the beginning of a new investment frontier in Zimbabwe, and those who move early will benefit the most. Right now, Binga is offering residential stands at highly affordable prices. Prices that may never remain this low again as development accelerates. High-density residential stands are going for only $4,000 US. Medium-density stands are available for $7,000 US. And low-density stands are currently priced at $16,000 US. Think about that for a moment. In many towns and cities across Zimbabwe, residential land has become extremely expensive. But in Binga, you still have a rare opportunity to secure land at an affordable price in a town that is only beginning its growth journey. This is how smart investment begins. Every major town was once small. Every successful city once started with a few people who believed in its future. Today, Binga is opening its doors to people who can see tomorrow before everyone else does. And the future of Binga is incredibly promising. Why? Because Binga has something many places in the world do not have: natural beauty, water, tourism potential, fisheries, peace, and room for expansion. Let us talk about tourism. Binga lies along the magnificent shores of Lake Kariba, one of the largest man-made lakes in the world. The scenery is breathtaking. The sunsets are unforgettable. The environment is calm, clean, and naturally attractive. Imagine waking up every morning with views of the lake. Imagine building a lodge, a resort, a restaurant, a guest house, or a holiday home in such a location. Imagine tourists from Harare, Bulawayo, Zambia, South Africa, Europe, and beyond coming to experience the beauty of Binga. This is not imagination anymore. This is potential waiting to be unlocked. The tourism industry in Binga has massive room for growth. There are opportunities for hotels and lodges, boat cruise businesses, fishing tourism, cultural tourism, holiday resorts, restaurants and entertainment centers, transport businesses, real estate development, shopping centers, conference venues, waterfront properties, and as the town develops, demand for services will continue to rise. But tourism is not the only strength of Binga. Binga is also one of Zimbabwe's greatest natural resource zones because of water. Lake Kariba holds enormous quantities of fresh water, enough to sustain and quench the whole nation of Zimbabwe. In a world where water is becoming increasingly valuable, Binga sits beside one of Africa's greatest treasures. Water means life. Water means agriculture. Water means fisheries. Water means tourism. Water means industrial growth. Water means long-term development. This makes Binga strategically important for Zimbabwe's future. And speaking of fisheries, Binga is proudly the largest local producer of fish and Kapenta in Zimbabwe. Every single day, fish and Kapenta from Binga feed families across the country. Markets, supermarkets, restaurants, and traders depend heavily on Binga's fishing industry. This creates endless business opportunities. Think about it. Fish processing plants, cold storage facilities, distribution companies, Kapenta packaging businesses, transport and logistics, restaurants and takeaways, export opportunities, retail shops and supermarkets. Binga is not just a place to buy land. It is a place where business can grow. And another beautiful thing about Binga is the peace and lifestyle. Unlike overcrowded cities filled with noise, congestion, and stress, Binga offers space, fresh air, community, and tranquility. It is ideal for retirement homes, family homes, holiday properties, and investment properties. The town is growing steadily. Infrastructure is improving. Economic activity is increasing. Development is expanding. And because Binga has now become a local board, this means more organized urban planning, better service delivery, improved infrastructure development, and greater opportunities for investors and residents alike. This is the perfect moment to invest before the market fully wakes up. Because once roads improve further, once more businesses come in, once tourism expands, once demand for land increases, these stand prices will rise. The people who buy today are positioning themselves for tomorrow. This is how generational wealth is built. Some people will wait until Binga becomes fully developed and expensive. Others are taking action now while opportunity is still affordable. So whether you are a young professional, a family looking for a home, a Zimbabwean in the diaspora, a businessperson, a tourism investor, a retiree looking for peace, or simply someone who believes in the future of Zimbabwe, Binga Town is calling you. Buy land, build your future, invest early, become part of the transformation. Because Binga is no longer just a rural center. Binga is becoming a town of opportunity, a town of tourism, a town of fisheries, a town of investment, a town of growth, a town of the future. The rise of Binga has begun. And years from now, people will look back and say, I wish I had invested when stands were still available. Do not miss this opportunity. Binga is rising. Binga is developing. Binga is open for investment. And Binga's future is bright. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you believe in the future of Binga, make sure you like this video, share it with friends and family, comment below, and subscribe for more updates on development, investment opportunities, tourism, and business in Zimbabwe. Binga Town, where opportunity meets nature.